So I'm hearing right now that Katt Williams could possibly make a return to the Club Shay Shay channel very soon on YouTube after his explosive 2024 interview that happened early in January last year that shook the media and the internet world. From what I'm hearing right now, Shannon Sharp had some things about Katt Williams he said recently, and Katt Williams was saying about he really took it easy on a lot of them as far as the news about the stuff he was saying to the people on the interviews on Club Shay Shay. He was saying he really held back. You know what I'm saying? He attempted to unalive the careers of people I was talking about. That's what, in his words, tried to unalive the careers of people I was talking about, but it was so vicious that I erased all the knockout blows and just left the jabs. So the comic I'm talking about knows that I know your real story, MFers. I'ma tell this, but you know what else I know? Basically let them know, like, I know a lot. There's a possibility, Shannon Sharp said recently, there's a possibility you might hear the Haymakers very, very soon. I can tell you this. He been writing more material. He said January the 3rd, 2025 is right around the corner. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we don't know when Katt Williams is going to do another interview with Shannon Sharp. It could be, you know, a lot of different things going on. But I'm not guaranteeing that January 3rd is going to be an interview, but you heard it from the Shannon Sharp himself. Like, hey, just look around the corner. It might be something that happened. Don't be surprised, you know. But as far as the whole situation with Katt Williams, you know, I don't know what more he can actually say that's going to actually do some kind of shaking the world. It's going to have to be something a lot more crazier because what I heard from the Diddy situation over the last 10 months, it's going to be hard to hear some stuff that's a lot more crazy than that. You know, just from the news we've been hearing in the streets or in the media. It's going to be hard to pass that, man. It really is. It's going to be hard to pass that one up. But the last interview was huge. Katt Williams did a good job actually going through things and calling people out and letting them know. You know, a lot of people get backlash for saying certain things as far as going at other celebrities. But Katt Williams did it in a fashion where a lot of people can't really go away from it. And that's real. A lot of people can't really go away from the interview because he said so much truth. But at the end of the day, I don't know if everybody really caught on to what he said in the last interview. And that's real talk. I know a lot of people heard it and was like, ooh, yeah, everything else. But did they really understand what he was saying? Nah, I don't think they really understood what he was saying, to be honest with you. Because a lot of the stuff he was saying, it would help you figure out a lot of other stuff that go on in the media. But people can't even figure out the other stuff that's going on in the media that Katt Williams gave you a heads up about. So now it's kind of like, I'm kind of away from the situation, to be real with you. I don't think it's the real deal as far as what everybody's trying to make it out to be. I know Katt been 100, but I'm talking about as far as on the outside looking in, I don't think people ready to hear any kind of news because what have they done with the news they've heard? Like, let's be real. It's less people that you can talk about online now. Like, the only people you can talk about are the people that Katt Williams was talking about. When I start putting up other names that he said, they really kind of blocked that. So I don't know what the message is as far as that online. I know what Katt Williams is doing because I know they've been blocking him for years. So the fact that they let that little situation go through and he said a lot more other things in the past. You seen when once Katt Williams did an interview, everybody started pulling out receipts from this and receipts from that. No receipts been out there. That man been arrested 100 times. Like, that's something we really need to talk about. Well, why he get arrested so much? We should have figured that out when he got into it with the radio host, Wanda Smith. We should have figured out around that time, like, bro, why he get arrested 100 times and he ain't go to jail or nothing like that? Like, he ain't do no time. Like, what's that about? Like, for real, he's like, what's that about? But you know, people ain't really paying attention to stuff like that. They just looking past it and not really paying much attention to it. I don't understand it. And that's for his safety too, because he's speaking and everything. But if you ain't understanding it, then it ain't gonna really help out him as far as his safety. Something happened to him, they're gonna be like, oh, they did it. Who is they? Like, they don't even want to get to the day. So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hear some more news, I'm gonna hear some more tea, but the other side they still got lists going out right now that ain't really been revealed or exposed. You have mainstream media start putting out certain lists on Epstein and this list and that list, and I'm like, flight logs that came out 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm like, why everybody? And that's why people looking at it like, man, you got a lot of people saying Katt Williams control opposition. He control opposition? Man, DMX dead right now, bro. He went through the same thing Katt Williams did. You think that somebody who dead right now is control opposition? Man, y'all better get in the game, bro. This ain't EA Sports. Better figure out what's going on out here. For real, for real. A lot of people do not know what's going on. Man, y'all better thank God that Katt Williams said something. The rest of these dudes ain't saying nothing till somebody go to jail. These dudes so scared of Diddy, they ain't start saying nothing till Diddy got locked up. These dudes were so scared of Diddy, they ain't saying nothing till Diddy got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Until Diddy got locked up, they ain't say nothing. So I'm like, okay. That's crazy. But it is what it is, man. They definitely made their mark on society. But a lot of these celebrities, you know what I'm saying, people talking about they buying freak off tapes. If that's dealing with federal crimes or real crimes that happen and y'all sitting out here selling tapes, like people, when I heard that conversation, I'm like, yeah, they ain't taking that serious. They really out here saying people selling tapes and stuff. On the side, yeah, I heard this person selling the tape to this person so they can have some, you know, so they can have some kind of info on this person. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. I don't even understand that. That don't even make sense. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That don't make sense at all. But if they don't figure out what's going on soon, you just gonna have another person like Katt Williams come out. Man, to be honest with you, bro, I don't really got too much faith around the situation because DMX went through the same thing, man. The same arrest, same trolling, the same memes, the same he dones. Then he went and did the verses, a couple of other things. Drink champs. People like, oh yeah, DMX really on that. DMX when that drink champs sloppy drunk and high and all over the place. Like, man, I can't stand up. We just seen dudes that can't even walk up out of there. So yeah, man, I'm doing this for people like that, man. DMX, he ain't finna leave here for nothing. And I ain't finna wait till Katt Williams gone to be doing nothing like that either. But until they figure out the first interview, people gonna have trouble with the second one. I'm just telling y'all facts. I ain't sitting over here trying to make nobody believe what I'm saying or nothing like that. I ain't never gonna make you believe anything. You gonna believe what you gonna believe. But what has everybody learned from the Katt Williams situation? That a whole bunch of dudes is buddies with a whole bunch of people and they sitting around here playing sides and being blackballed. We already knew that was going on. But what about the good stuff he was saying? Yeah, they don't want to get into it. They don't want to get into it. The people who do want to get into it, the people who have been getting into it, they the same ones who've been riding with Katt Williams for the past 15 years, 20 years before the interview. So we already know what time it is. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.